Hi, I'm Dara. Today I want to talk about why I use garbage to make quilts, or more politely, why I use upcycled materials. If you've seen my video about my beginner quilting journey, then you've seen that I've made a quilt from cast-off t-shirts and a flannel sheet, my king-size quilt from plaid shirts, t-shirts, and another flannel sheet, and a baby quilt that included batting extracted from a mattress pad and backing from another cast-off sheet. Today, I want to share my reasons for starting my quilting journey using items that were headed for the garbage, or at least the donation pile, until I got my hands on them. We went through a season in our family where we all changed bed sizes for various reasons, valid reasons, but it left me with quite a bit of surplus bedding. Some of it was just the wrong size, and some of it was just the wrong style for my offspring. It was killing me to donate or even discard this bedding. So I didn't. I stowed it away with the thought that someday I'll do something useful with it, maybe even make a quilt. I had two grandmothers as a young girl, and I was very influenced by both of them. My maternal grandmother often reminded me that she grew up during the Depression and that she was a young mom during World War II. One of the philosophies during that time was use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. My grandmother followed that philosophy or approach with her everyday life all the time. My paternal grandmother was a very beautiful knitter and quilter. And, by incorporating upcycled stuff into my quilts, I feel like it is one of the benefits I get from that is honoring both their memories. And it helps me, feel closer to them. As I've gotten older, I've gotten more concerned about issues with the environment and overconsumption. So now I feel like if I have something in my house that's no longer serving its purpose, that I want to keep it in my house and try and give it a second life. So if I can repurpose something that I already have in my house and give it a second life, then that makes me feel good. Intimidation. This is a complicated one. When I first thought that I'd like to try my hand at quilting and started looking at quilting cottons, oh my, there's so many to choose from. It's so beautiful. There are so many lovely people sharing their work out on social media, and it's so intricate and such stunning works of art. That just felt really unattainable to me. Quilting cotton is expensive, and the idea of learning on something that expensive and cutting it up and making mistakes and ending up with something that isn't usable after putting that kind of an investment was very intimidating to me. Quilting cotton comes in so many options. There's so many colors. Like for me, I was like, what do I do? Where do I start? What's color theory? How am I going to learn that? What if I do it wrong? Quilting is a precise craft, and there's so much math. That for me is very intimidating. And when I'm doing my creative pursuits, I want them to be rewarding, relaxing, soothing, and I do want something out at the end most of the time that is, usable and nice. My learning style. So I learn through my hands as much as I do through my eyes and ears. And I also learn through trial and error. And I think a lot of people do. And for me, the idea of investing in that beautiful cotton and those new tools to learn that way through trial and error just seemed like it wasn't going to work for me. As I've spent actually a few years watching quilters on YouTube and in other social media, I stumbled across a sprinkling of quilters who were using unconventional ways to make their quilts. And they inspired me to go my own way and try my own thing. And that helped me get over those obstacles that I talked about before and satisfy those wants that I talked about as well, so that I found myself making quilts out of items that were already in my hands and in my house. Using garbage to make my quilts freed me to experiment, and the universe began to provide me with more things to keep going. So my friend gave me her son's t-shirts to finish off my plaid quilt, and another friend gave me an old comforter to use as batting for my yellow and brown quilt. And it's kept going. I've been having so much fun and getting so much satisfaction out of making my quilts out of garbage, upcycled materials. I'm sharing my thoughts with you today in hopes of inspiring you to give it a try. It's fun and rewarding, and you hardly need anything to get started. And you get something really nice and snuggly at the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.